Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Haribo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Govinda, welcome.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hey Brenda, welcome. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, oh, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Woo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Radha and Krishna are getting married today. Let's join them in marriage. May you live until eternal life. Do you live? No death do you depart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare, Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Oh, let's see here. There she is. All right, Krishna, Krishna. Good morning, girls. Hey, girly girls. Little girls of Vrindavan. Got Govinda protecting the Dham there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Sorry, the milk is boiling over here. Break all the pots you want. I'm still going to have my coffee. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Gauranga, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, oh my Lord Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, more people come on, the better. This is let the world see the lights here. Turn the lights on for God's sake. Don't you want to preach? Show people that we got something going here. That we're not just crazy. That people like this. That's preaching. Yeah, come on more. Show that we have a sangha. Not just two people or one person. And you're just sitting in the background looking. Come on, man. Don't you want, let's get practical. Don't you want to be part of Lord Chaitanya's troop? What do you think? The devotees are hiding back in the background? No, they come out to share. So do more of that. Like this. See, people say, wow, there's a party going on. Yeah, yeah. Don't let the world condition you to be like a backseat thing. The Lord, like He's in you, wants to express, wants to share. This is Vrindavan. So come more often. Don't be just sitting back. All right, so Krishna. So this is Chaitanya Mangal somewhere. After reciting this verse, Lord Gora said, oh, I'm going to go back here. After hearing these verses of Raghu, Lord Raghu, anyway, whatever it is, Raghu Shvataka, Lord Gora wrote a word on Murari's forehead. Writing the word Ram Das on Murari's forehead, Lord Gora said, by my mercy, you are Ram Das, Lord Ram's servant. By my mercy, you are Lord Ram Das's servant. Without Lord Ram, you cannot live for even a single sesame's worth of time. I am your Lord Ram. Please know that for certain. Okay? That's a devotee. By the mercy of the Lord, He makes you a devotee, and you follow the process. Association helps. Otherwise it's, there's still some doubt there. Follow the process. Get the Lord's mercy in the right way. Believe in His real uh, um, associate, who's basically like that too. Their life and soul. So they teach the real process because they're informed, and no one else is. See, when your life and soul becomes the Lord, His pastimes, His name, then that's called being a devotee. And then you naturally consider your master anywhere else the Lord is given that kind of mercy. Can you imagine? That's the test. Can you see where the mercy of the Lord is? It's simple, isn't it? Truth, man. Could you imagine if people knew the truth? You know what we're doing? We're exposing that rascal. We're showing where he's hiding all the time. Right? He's hiding in plain sight with eyes wide shut. So we're opening those eyes. People want to, they want to expose the Illuminati. No, we want to expose Krishna. You go spend all your days exposing the Illuminati or the Illuminati. Spend all your days trying to hide all your tricks and lies and all that. And we'll spend all our days exposing Krishna and Radha, the transcendental potency, so that people know, wow, you mean that's simple? Yeah, nobody's ever told me. Yeah, you don't learn this in school. You got to learn it here, man. Because our life and soul is that potency, man. Can't you tell? Where do you see such strange activities? Unusual, uncommon. After a while, you think, oh man, this is pretty good stuff. Yeah, it really is. So we're trying to tell you repetitively, like the world is trying to condition you repetitively. You're weak. We're your leaders. We're your, believe in us. Now listen to our word. That's what the world's doing. And what are we doing? We're saying, be free, man. Listen to Krishna's word, man. Listen, let's present Krishna's word. That word is so great. It gave me freedom. It'll give you freedom too. Meditate on his name and his words. Be in sadhu sangha around devotees who have realized the Lord, that person. I don't think any gurus would have a problem with this. Exposing Krishna. The only thing they have a problem with is exposing where he isn't. It's a little bit stepping on toes now. Because people, they go into Krishna consciousness, they want to find Krishna. Yeah. And they end up hiding Krishna. That's called religion. Religion hides Krishna. That's why Krishna, he boldly, can you imagine? You got to find the bold preaching. Then you found it. Because can you imagine you're there 5,000 years ago and Krishna says to Arjuna, abandon religion, man. These guys are materially motivated. They're out there for their own good. Even Shamaguri, sincere devotee of Prabhupada, was burnt out on, God, look what's going on in religion, in ISKCON. To be honest with you, let's put a name to it. What's going on? Come on, let us lift the world of religion up out of that water of speculations and just tell them frankly, hey, man, the gold is over here. This is its quality. Yeah. Don't you want gold? Yeah, everybody wants gold. Oh, you get this gold, you become a real guru, man. You're a real one. Not I have to put on a uniform. Oh, you could do that if you want. Or not. Doesn't matter. You got the truth, man. You're a manifestation of the living truth in this world. Because people just see it in the book, they start speculating, and then the truth becomes religion. It's all jumbled and mumbled and jumbled, mumbled and jumbled, mumble jumble. Yeah, come on, man, be a real guru. It's so easy. Look at this, with no effort at all, with a T-shirt, no T-lock. The proof. I just want to show you. If you got the truth, doesn't matter wear a dhoti, not a wear a dhoti. It doesn't matter. We don't need the props. Have the props, don't have the props. You know, look at this. People saying, go hard with the t-shirt. All glories to go hard das, man. You know, Bhakti Varanda, blah, 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 blah. You know, all these things, divine grace and all this with a t-shirt. That's uncommon, unusual. Why? Because they've been listening to the truth, following the real process. If you listen for 4 years, you're going to start seeing things here. You know, one nice devotee, he was made a prayer. He said, oh, when will I see Vrindavan and be in Vrindavan? And I said, hey, I got some good news for you. It's right here. It's here before your eyes. And just keep coming and you will see it. It just takes, purification, all purification. Man. That's why ISKCON doesn't see what's going on here, that their Lord that they're worshiping is here with us very intimately, very conclusively, ecstatically, and very, very purely. That's why we go through purification, right? Doesn't like spots. You just kind of have wax on, wax off. Actually, Krishna on, all that waxy stuff off. Radha Krishna on, all the wax, all the dirt off. Radha Krishna on every day, all the dirt off. You just do that, and all of a sudden, Shashastika becomes your reality. Oh my God, the white lotus of good fortune. I open my mouth and I chant Hare Krishna, and my good fortune just begins to unfold every day more and more and more. Like Lalita's dream, Oh, right now my service is to cry for Krishna. Isn't that amazing? Great service, isn't it? So fun, easy, nice. Here's Shamaguri says, whoa, man, this is like shivering. Oh, come on, man. Talk about preaching. Now that's preaching, huh? Give people the shivers, like, trembles. Who can preach like that? Hey, Jaipataka, Radhanath, can you preach like that? Can you make people shiver like Lalita Ganga does? That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty hard to top. That means this is, you're the living verses. Lord Chaitanya says, oh, you're my devotees. You actually love me like Lalita Ganga. Therefore, I'm very poor. I don't have any money, but I'll give you my transcendental body like he did with Lalita Ganga. And others here, by the way. I'm just using, she's right there in front of my face. Govinda too, He's got the body of the, look at him, man. Look at that cute little baby there. He's cuter than Brenda, isn't he? Oh. Yeah. See, you got to become the verses, and you do it naturally, easily when you find the real line and the line and the Lord in the line, like He's done through our line. Said, "Okay, give the blessing now. It's time. Stop being like me, worshiping in the closet. Now give them the next installment on their inheritance. Give it to the whole. Give them the whole thing, man. Don't just keep it back. Give them the whole inheritance. Yeah. Okay. So therefore, I give you the Lord Chaitanya said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, therefore I give you my transcendental body. You can sell it anywhere at any price. You can give it away. You can set a standard for getting it, which is basically the standard. It's the standard the Lord inspires in the heart, which is, okay, no more Vaidhi now. Let's get to it, right? Just go right to it. Well, I don't know. We're not ready for that. We have more rules for another lifetime or two. Okay, more rules for you. But there's people who want to get in. They don't want to wait. Shamaguri doesn't want to wait anymore. She's impatient, greedy. Get me in there right away. I want to go. I'm ready. No, my Gurudev said many lifetimes, I want to follow that program. Okay. I think I want to follow Lalita Ganga's program and River's program. Let's get it this time. Let's get done, man. Let's go for it. Let's, you know, why held, you're held back by the word you believe. See, this is the thing. It's all about the word, man. You believe in Fauci's word, what happens? You believe in Bill Gates. You believe in religionists, those who have not realized Krishna really intimately. Well, you get what they got. Usually it's Vaidhi, rules, regulations. And you stay in that until you associate with somebody, you hear another word. And that word is the deep thing. That word is in line with the deepest truths of all the most merciful avatars like Jesus, who gave the Holy Spirit. That's deep. And then Lord Chaitanya, who gave the Holy Spirit too, and then taught about its glories. And look at this, you're hearing of that word. Isn't that word? I just pull it out of the Chaitanya Leela. I pull all these things out and present them to the world. That's the will of God now, that people love him in a very close, intimate way, because he's in your heart. He's tired of being bored, man. He's tired of sitting back there in the background. He wants to come up to the forefront and dominate everything. He's tired of his Maya dominating the universe and the world. He's tired of these demigods going around on their flower airplanes.
Thanks for using.
Thanks for using. Oh, how did that?
Bluetooth connected.
I think I pounded on the pound the table. Yeah. Okay. What else we got here? After hearing on Mara's forehead, Lord Gora said, "By my mercy, you are Lord Ram. You are Ram Das, Lord Ram's servant. Without Lord Ram, you cannot live for even a single sesame seed's worth of time. I am your Lord Ram. Please know that for certain." So that's what Lord Chaitanya taught. He upped the ante. People and Christians, they just think, because it's all progressive, man, isn't it? Come on, man. You don't think God is like us, stupid, dumb, slow? No, come on, man. Wake up. He's progressive, man. He came as Lord Chaitanya 550 years ago. And he said, "Hey, man, Ram Murari, I'm also that Lord Ram. I'm also that Jesus Christ that you're worshiping." Hey, now that's nice to know that Lord has other forms that he accepts, but they need to be accepted forms, transcendental forms. They got to be real devotional, real spiritual potency. See, great teaching, huh? Isn't it? Christians out there, can you imagine if you come to accept shiksha, and that everybody doesn't just have to be a Christian under the shelter of Jesus Christ alone? What about all these poor people that believe in Krishna at various degrees, like they're Christians who believe in Jesus Christ at varying degrees? Oh, you're going to hell, man. You're going to hell because you don't believe in Jesus Christ, the only Son of God. See, and all these Krishna devotees and Ram devotees are going to hell, because they don't accept that God came and stuck his son on the cross. And if you don't believe that he died for the sins of everybody and was resurrected in that bloody thing, that you can't go back to the kingdom of God. No, that's one way. I mean, he did this because you know why they did that? Because he preached the truth. It was very unpopular back then. The Pharisees were they're like the politicians. They'll kill you. You go against in the world. You go against what they want you to do, and you go too vocal about it. They will kill you. Well, who really killed Jesus Christ was religion. Religion. No wonder Christians has abandoned religion. It's full of material motivations and snakes. What did Jesus call them? Vipers, snaky, tricky, juggling the scriptures so that they can be on top and you could be on the bottom, just like people do here. They juggle the data, so that they can be on top and you can be on the bottom and in fear. You think they're in fear? No, they know what they're doing. A lot of these religionists know what they're doing. They want to be on top and you on the bottom. It's not win-win, is it? No, this is why we've abandoned religion. We're teaching the real religion. We're showing these gurus up, showing them up for their own benefit, man. If you can't do win-win, why don't you come over here and win and have your disciples win too and become as good as you and maybe even better. And loving it, not like, oh, they're getting on top of you, they're starting to go beyond me. Yeah, sure. Hey, man. If you're a real guru, you're proud of your disciples' advancement. Just like if you had a son and daughter, you're very happy that they advance, right? Why should it be any different in spirituality? Ye shall do greater things than I. See? Therefore, we know Jesus Christ. And people did greater things by the mercy coming through that line. Prabhupada brought Vaidhi all over the world. And by the mercy of Prabhupada and the disciplic line, all the way back to Lord Chaitanya, we're spreading spontaneous devotional service all over the world. I don't care how many barking dogs don't like it. Too friggin' bad. Everybody's getting it. No many lifetime preaching here. This lifetime. Anybody has faith in this word? Why not? Can't you see? In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. Let me repeat that 3 times. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning, what? Your material life or your spiritual life? See, that's your God, is that Word. In the beginning of your material existence was the Word. You believed in the Word of the mode of goodness. And then down more, the word of the mode of passion became passionate. And then the mode of ignorance, you became very ignorant. And it's all ignorance, actually. Now you have your chance to ascend right up by the elevator by believing in this word. What is this word? This is the conclusive teachings of the scriptures. You believe in this word? Right up top. That's Lord Chaitanya's mercy is being distributed because we're distributing his word, his consciousness, his preaching, and best of all, his ecstasy, if you believe this word. Because the words of even these gurus, they don't preach this word and you don't see this ecstasy. The words they preach, push it down because of speculation, not experienced devotees. So many are like this. That's why you almost have to come here. If you've been in the Vaishnavism, just come here and just unlearn everything that you learned. Let it all go, man. If it hasn't gotten you to love of God like my disciples are getting so quickly, why hold on to those words? I don't care if it was spoken by Lord Brahma. It hasn't got you to the level of ecstasy and tears and laughter in your heart. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And come here and you can be free, not frozen. Okay? Be free. Free in this word, man. Be free, because this word is Krishna, man. This ecstasy is Radha, and it is here dancing, man. It is a rasa dance here, man. You got a new Vrindavan. No need to pray. Just keep coming and you'll see it. It'll arise like it's already arisen in many devotees here. See, in the beginning was the Word was with God. See, the Word was with God. That means a real associate. The Lord said, this is my form. I come in this form. See, we learned that from Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 1. The Lord comes as the Guru. That's the kind of intimate association that you need, is with a person like that. The Lord comes like that. Ooh, we've attracted another gopi. Look at this. Hey, there she is. Thank you for coming there, Shaman Sundari. Now we got all the shamas here today. Yeah. Where we got here? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, speaking these words, Lord Gaura manifested his form as Lord Ramachandra. He was accompanied by Sita Devi and by all his companions and associates. See, the Lord's always accompanied by his consorts. That's what we're becoming. Like we're consorting with the Lord. Consorting, that means, he's got a friend now. Oh, I've been looking for a friend, man. You've been covered over by this ignorance for so long. Now you're uncovered. You came in the real process with a real guru that is empowered by the real Krishna and Radha and Lord Chaitanya and the real line. Just by doing that, I'm going to save you. Just by having faith in that. Why, you think it's any different when Jesus said, anybody who has faith in me, faith in my word, your sins will be forgiven? Oh, you don't think that's happening? You would not be able to chant Hare Krishna in prema if your sins were not forgiven. They keep you down from chanting. And the Lord says, oh, you're holding on to some stuff still, but I'm still going to be with you. I'm still going to awaken in you. And I'm going to be the Christ and Krishna in you, even though there's some beast still in there. I'll be born in that barn. Doesn't matter. You've come in the right way. You've pleased me by coming to my real path, which is my devotee, my real associate, my real preacher, my real, what do you call that? Oracle. Well, oracle too, but announcer, to hear the real announcement, real proclamation of glory. Yeah. You believe in that word. And therefore, here's the result. Ecstatic love, my most confidential potency that nobody knows. Because they're believing in other words and not the word that's really coming from the deepest place, the deepest revelation of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. His life and soul was Radha and Krishna, and he gave that to the world. The life and soul of a real associate is Radha and Krishna, and they give that life to the world. There's no other life here. Everything's dead in the modes. These gurus are dead. That's why, I'm just trying to help them, man. If they think that they're alive and they don't have this pure bhakti that they see in this sangha, they're not alive yet. They're in delusion, a little delusion. Let me help them out. Who else can do it? Nobody else can do it. You got to be empowered by the transcendental potency to lift people out of illusions, even subtle ones. We're here to identify the spiritual potency of Krishna beyond all the modes of nature, beyond liberation, and beyond even supersoul. The real Bhagavan level of realization. So there's no doubt for the world where the pot of gold is, and they can just go there, go in the door, get into the kingdom, and be finished with this stuff here. All this misery in this world, especially now, you can see all this misery, man. Yeah. Yeah. So after hearing these verses, oh, okay, sorry. Speaking these words, Lord Gaura manifested his form as Lord Ramachandra. He was accompanied by Sita Devi and by his companions and associates. Murari recited many prayers before the Lord's feet. He said, "Glory to Lord Ramachandra, who has now become Sachi's son." Again and again, Murari recited prayers. See, his worshipable deity became Sachi's son. He realized that. Isn't that nice? Yeah, he was worshiping Lord Ramachandra his whole life and many lifetimes. He was actually Hanuman. And then he recognized that his Lord came again. Can you imagine some Christians who can recognize their Lord came again as Lord Chaitanya? You don't think that doubled his pleasure, tripled it? He could relish now what that form of Ramachandra did not give in this world by accepting this form and this word of Lord Chaitanya. See, this word. So the devotees of Lord Chaitanya repeat those words, see, and enhance the bhakti, enhance our understanding of the kingdom of God, who God is. How many Christians understand that God actually has a relationship, has five relationships, but actually four prominent ones? You know, you can be an intimate servant, an intimate friend of God, man, and or an intimate uh, um, nurturer, like a father or mother to the Lord, and the Lord can be your beloved. You could be a consort. Who knows this in Christianity clearly? Nobody. So if people say in Christianity, you got to be hungry, you got to be hungry, spiritually hungry, you got to be hungry after God. Well, this is proof you're really hungry. And this is proof you Vaides out there in ISKCON and Gaudiya Samiti and Gaudiya Math. Yeah, you got to be hungry. You're preaching that. Yeah, are you hungry? Well, the food is here that you're looking for. If you're really hungry, the Lord will lead you to it. If you're not very hungry, you know what not being very hungry is? Need to know. Not being very hungry is like, oh, I don't care about that food. I just like the rule. Give me the rules, regulations, and ceremonies. Give me flowers. You know, give me pretty. Give me pretty. I want pretty. External pretty, you know, mode of goodness, flowers and ceremony. Oh, I just want to see a gorgeous external ceremony. See? Oh, you're a little hungry, but not really hungry. No, not really. You want to see God on the altar like that? You're not really hungry until you want to embrace that Lord closely. That's where you got to see. You see, we're here. This is our mission. Yeah, Lalita knows her mission now to show the embrace, how wonderful and beautiful it is to embrace Radha and Krishna to your heart, or embrace them together, bring them together. That's the Manjari thing. Oh, I don't care. But no, I want to just bring those two together, man. I want to chew. My happiness is they're coming together like this. Now that's greed. Anybody got any of that out there? No, but my guru said many lifetimes. No. I've got the greed, but I want to hold it back. I want to hold my guru held me back. I want to hold it back because he's the great. You know, I can't listen to you go Hari. You only got a T-shirt. My guru was very, you know, he went around and he looked great. He had all these followers and all this stuff. And Yeah, in that preaching, the word that came out of his mouth was many lifetimes. Therefore, I'm following that word to my death. Well, you're not that greedy. Well, it's good. Okay, helped you out a little bit. Told you about spiritual greed. Here we got greedy people. You want to get spiritual greed, you got to associate with greedy devotees. So it is. You got to pick it up, man. Like you want to be a robber, associate with robbers, dacoits. Yeah, you want to be passionate? Associate closely with people in the mode of passion. You'll just start. You want to be in the mode of goodness? Follow some regulative Brahmin, who's doing all the ceremonies perfectly and all that, sitting in their fire sacrifices. And after a lot of work, controlling yourself. Maybe after a whole lifetime, you can be halfway there. Maybe it's still mundane. Oh, but you want to ecstatically worship the Lord? Oh, just go come around these ecstatic devotees, and the vibration they're putting out is so powerful, man, that if any spots are there, and there are, man, they just get washed in the washing machine of being in association. Oh, any attachments, they'll come and Krishna will come. And then you'll see, oh, yeah, you go into a little tribulation and, oh, I don't know. I think I'll leave Krishna consciousness because I love this guy, something like you got to deal with it, right? So that happens automatically. It's nice. You deal with forced to. After a while, you realize, it's like, let me tell you, I met a guy in Santa Cruz years ago, and he was attached to this woman. I mean, so attached, man. And she left him. And he went onto the pier in Santa Cruz. And he's going to give up his life now because his life is gone. His life was his woman. Goes for the man too. His life was the man or the woman, right? And he jumps off the thing, ready to give up his life. And as his breath was going out of him, Krishna, God gave him the realization, was this: she's not worth it. And he grabbed the pike, because that's how he said, what happened to you? He's all wet and he had all these red marks. He says, I grabbed the piling to get out of there, man. I had this realization that she wasn't worth it. Of course not. It's illusion, all of illusion. All of this stuff, attachment to men, women, children, all that stuff. And ultimately you'll see it. And then, hey man, you still can have them in your life. You can have money in your life. You can have whatever it is. Krishna says, you know me. That's the main thing. You know what's really important. This is Vrindavan. They had wives, children, money, cows, all this stuff, but they knew Krishna was special. This is real preaching here, man. Practical. This is the new Vrindavan here. You get this, you get the conscious Vrindavan. You can have whatever you have. Pani can have his thing, his children and his money and his work and all this. And Shamaguri can have her yoga practice and all this. But they know what is priority and what is perfect and what is eternal. See? Like this. And that's Vrindavan. Not this false renunciation these gurus, many of them are teaching, and they're not, a lot of times they're not even renounced themselves. Some of them are perverts, pedophiles, all kinds of crazy things. Why? Because religion. See, Krishna keeps us clean, doesn't he? He keeps us purified. This worship keeps us purified. This closeness with him, the relishing mellows. The Lord saying, hey, man, you come in the real line with devotees relishing mellows. They can give it to you, man, just by their association. You'll be relishing mellows. And then I'll keep you clean like I keep them clean. They can be normal and they can deal with money and with relation in the world, go in bars, not to go and get drunk or anything, but go and pull people out of we're basically pulling people out of bars here. I'm pulling people out of the bar of religion. It's a bar, man. They're in there intoxicated with pride, with being a Prabhupada disciple or something. It's intoxication. You're drunk on the modes. That's how I say, I don't get drunk on alcohol, drunk on pride. It's all drunk. You're intoxicated by everything other than the holy name of Krishna. This is the intoxication we need. Yeah. Upgrade, man. see, we're not, you know, people think, oh, Gore, he wants to be on top. He wants to be on top. No, I want the truth to be on top. Automatically, the devotee goes on top. Like my disciples get on top automatically. People listen to them. Even my students, they go and listen to the advanced devotees classes who are advanced in devotion. They get life from that. Why? Because the Lord's living in me is living in them. Why shouldn't they get life? They've been accepted and they're married off. They got their ring of devotion. See? They show you the ring every day, like River. She says she's showing her rock, her marriage to Krishna. That's what being a consort is. You think being a consort is that picture of the goddess of fortune sitting there with Krishna? Where's the movement, man? Where's the movement? Where's the emotion? Where's the action? This is Krishna and Radha to people. No tears, no eye. Okay, it's fine. You got the picture. Good start. But you want to see a goddess of fortune? Oh, go look at Lalita Ganga, man. Talk about fortune. You see anybody with fortune like that? Reading the highest Leela that Rupa Goswami wrote and Krishnadas Kaviraj and all that in ecstasy? Now that's a goddess. That's a Miss Universe. That's the goddess of fortune. You want to know the feelings, you want to know the movement of the goddess of fortune, the mellows of that, you go see a devotee like this. Now you see what a real goddess of fortune is. Otherwise, you just see the picture. Two-dimensional devotional service. Well, you're not very greedy if you're going to just stay there. How about come here? We got living goddesses of fortune. Look at River, man. It's chanting. Look at how sincere and the sincerity going through all kinds of stuff, purification, really wanting Krishna. Look at the empowerment. It gives a powerful class just yesterday. My God, unbelievable. This comes from faith, just like no different than the early disciples of Jesus. They were just like that because of their faith in the real deal. Look at this is proof that we're not just persons with t-shirts on here. The Lord is actually with us and empowering the devotees who have faith in this word. This word has got potency. See? That's the proof. Yes, it's correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly spiritual masters. Those who don't are certainly not spiritual masters. Right? Oh, it's just, what is it? Just one way? No, it's two ways. Highest truth and the highest illusion. Well, not the highest one, but the highest truth distinguished from all illusions, and that's the false acharya. False acharya is what? Acharya means you're in the cult of devotion. You are devotion personified. People look at you, they get truth, and they look at you and they see ecstasy, man. There you go. There's acharya. You ain't got one of those before you. You ain't got the acharya. You got a facsimile, copy. They're more or less like the pictures because you don't see the ecstasy and you don't see the ecstatic movement. Devotees move because of ecstatic emotions, man. It's like they're always playing the flutes, playing a tune, man, their movements. I used to like to watch Prabhupada write a check. I thought, wow, this is so ecstatic. His movements are all Krishna inside, moving the devotee. Because why? Their life and soul is the Lord. And the life and soul of the Lord is his devotees. What a great relationship, huh? Where are you going to get that in the world, in this universe? Even demigods are not. You can get one of these, great, powerful demigods or one of these beautiful nymphs, ladies. You know, one guy did it. Our Bhagavatam is full of stories. There's this one guy, he got one of these gorgeous celestial beauties, up there, man, and he married her and everything. And she said, one day I'm going to leave you. Oh, I don't care. I'm intoxicated by your beauty. I think you're the perfect one. You're going to be, you make me happy. I'm going to find happiness in you. And she says, one day I'm going to leave you. And she did. And the guy he was crushed. I thought she was going to be the perfect wife, and never leave me and everything. But that's the world, man. Better get on board with what we preach here, because that Lord you get here will never leave you. Even after death, the Lord's right there. Oh, well, you won't even have to, like, what's the Lord going to be there? No. If he's here with you now, he'll be with you then. This is the gold we're preaching here and sharing here. To transcend death forever. Because just like the Lord, when he manifests here, like, hey, man, as above has to be below, man. As above, there's a spiritual world with a lot of devotees, man. They are totally, ecstatically, and completely devoted to that Supreme Personality of Godhead, either in one of the Dhams, in one of these places. You got to be like that here. And that's the work here. Would make you like that. That's the training. Are you a Green Beret material? Well, make you a Green Beret here. You just come here with this, like, yeah, I'm just a weakling and everything. We'll make you a Captain America. Remember that guy? You come here. This is like the machine, man. We shoot you with Krishna, so much injections of Krishna, like that guy. He was in the machine. They kept shooting injections in him, and he got stronger. And it's going to be you. We'll shoot you, inject you with Krishna, this way and that way, and truth and ecstasy. And after a while, you come out and you'll be Captain Belgium, Captain UK, Captain wherever you guys are. Be Captain there. They'll look at you, hey, there's the Captain, man. Extraordinary devotion, man. Really represented souped up man and woman. You're a superman, superwoman. You're super now. You're super to God. You become super to people. You become there for those who really want to get out of the jail here, this jail of Maya. If they have had enough, they can come to you and get them out. It's our job. We're soul winners, right? Win-win. You guys are soul winners now. We work as a team together, right? Star football team. We're going to make this way famous. Why shouldn't it be? It's the greatest path, man. Proving it every day, more and more. It's going to be so apparent. People's eyes that are shut are going to open. They're looking for happiness. That happiness is here. We're the first fruits. All right, what else we got here? Huh. Oh, look at this. This is the teaching of our Lord. It's great. Again and again, Maury recited prayers. Then he rolled on the ground. Then he again spoke many different kinds of prayers. Then the Lord Gora mercifully said to Maury, please do not know anything but devotion to me. Now, who's ready for that instruction? Devotion to me. That's what you learn here. If you have a real associates, you're going to learn what that means. You're going to see, wow, the Lord has come to me as my Guru Dev. And it'll be a fact, not just we're just repeating words, but you're not it. You'll see, yeah, it is my experience. The Lord came to me as my Guru. My Guru represents that Godhead. It'll be a fact, and everybody will say, "Oh, why are you doing this? He just wants to be a megalomaniac. He just wants to be on top. He just wants to. He's in proud. He just wants to be Guru Dave. He just wants all their envious bullshit." You see, well, no, this is the path, man. This is what my guru taught me, and I confirmed it in the book and in my experience. You cannot bewilder me. You just represent Maya, speculation, and illusion. No. My guru, Krishna came as my guru. And if that's not here for you or you don't believe that, go somewhere else and find that, because that's what the scriptures say. That when you're ready to be delivered, Krishna comes as the bona fide guru. Okay? And by that mercy of the guru, you get Krishna. See? And you guys are getting Krishna. Therefore, you see it's a fact. It works. These other guys, they're just projecting. They want to be guru. They want to be on top, but they can't make you on top. You can't be on top of the game. Maya's game. You can't be on top of her game, but you are. Okay? Because you follow the real process. My happiness is to preach the real process. If the shoe fits here, and it does, it works. If it's going to work anywhere else, the shoe has to fit there, man. The shoe is the conclusive truth. You got to be it. Otherwise, you're just superficial words and humble pie stuff. And well, what is done? You got love of God yet? Ecstatic prema manifesting anywhere in you or anywhere else? Because if it's manifesting in you, first it has to manifest in you. There'll be tears. Then people will start to begin to know what is actually real, what is actually transcendental, because they see it in you. You are the path, man. Are you such a guru? Can people see tears coming out of your eyes? Can they see holy laughter coming out of your heart? Choking up, calling out to the Lord in ecstasy and gratefulness and freedom. Are you that? Because if you're not the real guru in the Krishna consciousness movement. And that's a fact. I know, just like in popes, if you're not, are you a representative of Jesus Christ? You have the Holy Spirit. If not, you're just bewildering yourself and others. And you're just playing some Maya's game. That's religion. This here is beyond religion. This is scientific. This is scientific process of transforming your material consciousness into spiritual consciousness. I was listening to this interview yesterday from nice persons, and they actually, one lady chants, and she's a New Age practitioner and very intelligent too, and all that. But you know how far their intelligence goes? The whole conversation was about Mayavadi. That's as far as the most intelligent persons most have gone, unless they're just following rules, regulations in religion. They're talking about, oneness and, getting oneness and all this. And I was just thinking, my God, it's the doctrine of just non-duality. God, if they understood this, they would be so happy. Because they couldn't manifest the happiness that's manifested here. No, it's just peace. And yes, I had this experience a long time ago. They're going on that. It's not like every day either. I had this experience of feeling the oneness, and it was really great. And they're riding on that one experience they had many years ago. Can you imagine? And people getting a little life. Oh, wow, you had that experience. Yeah. Well, what about today? Are you feeling encounters with this one, at least the oneness? No, because it's so rare. See, it's hard, the path of liberation. Yeah. If they would hear talks of this, they would find simultaneous oneness and difference as a devotee, man. Always just dipping swans in the bliss, man, dipping in that ecstatic bliss. Feeding Krishna, learning what feeding Krishna is. You start doing it yourself. You say, oh, that's not, now I relate to Mother Yashoda. I'm feeding Krishna. When you have the Gopi Bhav, you have all the you'll see, oh yeah, sometimes you're an intimate servant of the Lord. Sometimes you're an intimate friend of the Lord. And sometimes you're intimately feeding the Lord. And sometimes the Lord is in your most amazing, exquisite beloved. A personal experience. See? That's the gift of Lord Chaitanya. And whatever your ras is, you come here, it'll awaken. You don't have to well, let me tell you your confidential ras. See, that's, yeah. And then you spend years meditating on it. It didn't work. My ex is proof of that. Many years didn't work. It's told, oh, you're a gopi in this manjari, and then you meditate on being a manjari and all these things. After years, oh, I can't do this path, man. It's so hard. But look, you can do this path, everybody, wherever you are. Come to this path. It's very easy. Come here and chant the holy name. Lord Chaitanya, engage in the Sankirtan movement. Didn't Lord, why? Are we any better than Lord Chaitanya? We can do some other path? No, he came into Sankirtan. This is Sankirtan here. This is Sankirtan. We're chanting the glories of the absolute truth, reminding people of the truth and busting their illusions if you believe this word. If you don't, go believe these words of these others who don't manifest any tears, no ecstatic laughter, no holy, intimate expressions of their intimate relationship with God. Yeah, go where love of God is not shown or taught or glorified even. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada said, yes, laugh at them. He's unable to show Jagannath. Ah, interesting. Then how is he guru? It's his guru's responsibility to bring him to, that is upanya. Upanya, this sacred thread means the guru brings him near God. The sacred thread is the guru, my friends. Otherwise, it's just external. You're just learning preliminaries, external worship, just like a Pharisee learning how to offer prayers mechanically. Your heart is still full of envies and jealousies and all that stuff. No. The real thread is the guru. And you people who get the real guru know what I'm talking about. Their thread to Krishna is their guru. You know, this thread. They chant on that thread. You don't need any external thread. You can snap that, but you can't snap this unless you believe in bullshitters and liars and cheaters in the Maya. They snap that thread. Yeah, see, right there. Prabhupada's saying the same thing, isn't he? Yeah. Prabhupada says, yes, he laughs. Tell them that. He is unable to show Jagannath. And I say the same thing, man. I say it to his disciples. Are you able to show Jagannath? Not just Jagannath. Oh, yes, see, Jagannath, and the deity. Jagannath, see the deity. I show you. See, external. No, show you Jagannath. Show you the living Jagannath, man. Life Jagannath. The ecstatic Jagannath. The conclusive hammer, Thor's hammer Jagannath. Smashing the illusion. Smashing external, dolls. Have no life inside. Can you bring that life that's inside, the life of the pure devotional potency from inside outside? Show them Jagannath. That's guru. That's an associate. That's a real disciple. They're showing Jagannath. They're showing Radha. Not just Jagannath. Here we're showing Krishna and Radha. Can you do that? Well, you can't do it on your own. You have to have the mercy of the Lord, right? Didn't we just read that? I give you my mercy. So where is that mercy? That is the question. It's not just anywhere. It's not in 1,000 of those gurus. How could it be? You're not on that level. If it was, the whole world would be finished. The whole world would be in ecstasy. Can you imagine 1,000 gurus who are really Krishna conscious in ecstasy and conclusive? Well, there would be thousands of change. Look how many people are changing here who believe this preaching and becoming ecstatic devotees. Look at this. You see Janaki's Sankirtan yesterday? Oh my God. Can you imagine having thousands of gurus like that and thousands of followers getting this? Oh, world. But it's not like that. It starts here, where you see the real deal, man. The real deal. This is the real deal. This is the new covenant, man. This is a covenant with God. Krishna is saying, well, hey, man, you come the real way, I'm going to give you ecstatic devotion. You come and listen. Well, you know, we're signing a contract with the Lord. Just like the Christians, they taught this is the new covenant. The New Testament was with Jesus. This is the new covenant for the Vaishnavas. Christians too, if they want, you can come here and we'll double your pleasure, man. Triple it, quadruple it. If you're really greedy, you'll learn more about God than you know now. It's available. It wasn't available before, but it is now. Hare Krishna. Yeah, I love this. Please do not know anything but devotion to me. If that is your desire, I will be Lord Ramachandra to you. I will be Lord Ramachandra, and you will taste the nectar of service to me. Isn't that it, man? Isn't it about tasting the nectar of service? See, okay, you taste a little nectar doing Vaidhi principles, right? Shamaguri, isn't it nice? You do a little service and ekadasis and offerings, and it's just the nectar. But this, ooh, how would you like tasting this level of nectar? This, it's like the sweetness increases, with the intimacy. This is what Lord Chaitanya, taste the nectar of service, to me is chanting the holy name and the tears start pouring out and the ecstasy and the bliss and the revelations and the party, the biggest party ever you couldn't even imagine begins. The white lotus of good fortune expands more. You like that party? You want that kind of service? Well, that's what we do here. It's a bit uncommon. It's juicy. It liberates people forever, takes them to the highest Dham, Vrindavan Dham. And there's no other door but the devotees engaged in this service. It's not by renunciation that they teach in Vaishnavism. It's not by following all these rules and regulations that you attain Krishna in Vrindavan. Could be a step, a stage. It's not by austerities that they teach, and all religions teach some austerities. It's not by rules, regulations. It's not by pious deeds you attain Vrindavan Krishna. It's through the devotees like here, like Lalita and like River, who chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. It's through them, it's through them, it's through them, and only through them. That's why you couldn't get the Holy Spirit in Jesus' time unless you went through somebody who had the Holy Spirit. You go through them, and you got the Holy Spirit. Even all the way up to this day, if you don't have the Holy Spirit, you cannot lay your hands on them. And lay hands on them really means you got to preach to them the truth. They got to see your conviction, your commitment, your ecstasy in the Holy Spirit, and they got to get the greed, because that's the Brahmananda Roy taught. It's only by greed, and you see that greed in devotees and greedy devotees, and you get the greed from them, because these are not greedy. You're around Vaidhi Bhaktas and all these religions; they're not greedy, are they? not greedy enough. If they, this is where you get this kind of greed, the greed of the devotee, to taste this nectar in the holy name, to feed Krishna. It is so ecstatic. To make Krishna happy, that is your happiness, just like a mother's happiness is a child's happiness. In this world, even. Well, can you imagine? Put that on a spiritual platform. That lasts forever. This is only for this lifetime. And then you're so attached to your children because you don't have this attachment to the true Lord. Therefore, you have to come back again and again and again because of your attachments to the mundane children only. I love the way it works here. I look at you grandmas, man, and you're detached more and more from your children. They can't jerk you around anymore. You give them a little attention, but you say, yeah, well, that's fine. I'll give you a little bit this, but are you into what I'm doing? Oh, no, I just want to take your time. Well, sorry, but, time is of the essence. The more love of God you get, the more ecstasy you get, the more you value your time and realize, and the more intelligent you get. Well, this is my kid and they're still, in that level, but I can't go there. I can't let them drag me into the Maya. I want to go to Krishna. And then I'll benefit them. See, you become intelligent, not unintelligent, being attached materially to all these material things. See, you start realizing, let me just worship Lord with love. He gives me the right intelligence and put everything in balance and perspective. Hey, this whole class is because of that, man. The Lord gives the right balance in everything. He's the balance. He's the balance. He's the balance, man. Be in him. Right? Okay, we're Radha and Krishna worshipers. Be in them in that form. Lord Chaitanya, be in them. Be in the devotees. Be in their preaching. Be in that. And your life will be perfect. You won't need any bogus gurus or those who haven't realized Krishna to jerk you around on the mental plane or the emotional plane. The sentimental plane. It's not sentimental. You come here, we'll teach you how to be in Radha and Krishna, like the examples here. And you'll get all the intelligence you need. Can you imagine anybody teaching like this? I can't do that. I have to be in Radha and Krishna, and then the words come. Do you think I have a teleprompter here or I have to sit there and study to have a class? I just be in Radha and Krishna like Lalita does. And then you just play the flute. You just rasa dance with Krishna. Spontaneous devotional service. People don't know what that is. They got to prepare for that. Well, I got to sit there and study my... and then you get a class like... boring. Krishna ain't bored here, man. Shamaguri knows what I'm talking about. My dear Uddhava. Oh, look at this. I didn't even know this verse was coming up, but here it is. After speaking these words, Lord Gaur recited this stanza. This is what attracted me to Lord Chaitanya and Radha Krishna. They always speak the essence. I always love the essence of truth. Not a bunch of fluff. Just the essence of truth. Just go right to the bee, like a bee to the honey. Go right to the honey. Why all this fluff? So from the very beginning, I was like this. I love Chaitanya Leela, Chaitanya Charitamrita, because it goes right to the essence, man. I could taste it. And for tasting it, they wanted to kick me out of ISKCON for tasting this nectar. See, we're here for you. Anybody out there like this, where you're a little bit different? Yeah, there's a place for you. There's a room for you here. We're picking up orphans. If you don't have ecstatic devotion to Radha and Krishna, you're an orphan still. Even if you're a spiritual leader with thousands of disciples, if you don't have love of Radha and Krishna, you're not impressive. You don't impress me at all. Have you noticed? I'm not impressed. And neither is my Lord is not impressed either. But you could, if you come the real path, well, then you'll be teaching the real path, and then it'll be win-win for everybody. You'll get in, your ecstasy will increase every day, your white lotus of good fortune every day. Everybody else as well. People are very happy. Look how solid it's getting here. Can you imagine? We're not even having to meet each other physically, and it's getting more solid, more ecstatic, more attractive. Yeah, more ecstasy is coming, more intelligence is coming, more logic is coming. After a while, we're going to get. I'm telling you, I'm after the ISKCON and all these groups. I'm going to, This is our how we do it. They're going to see, hey man, this is more logical than anything I was looking at before, as a leader or as a follower. We just bring them right in the door. People just don't know it. They're functioning like cripples in the world. You're crippled unless you're ecstatically, intimately worshiping the Lord. You got some level of being crippled. Here we're running down the road, man, glorifying God in ecstasy, in truth. This is what the world needs, right? To see where is the truth, man. Truth will set you free, man. I never get tired of that statement of Jesus, because so true. The truth of ecstatic worship, the truth of conclusive understanding of the scriptures as they are, pleases the Lord so much, because it's only the Lord who can do that through his empowered person. See, and you get that word and boom, you're free. And the devotee doesn't have to, well, you got to put me on a cross, man. There's no crucifixion for such devotees. No, you don't have to have the death of a devotee to live. You have to have the life of the devotee to live for God's sake. Jesus preached his life. It was his word. It was the scriptures. The essence was his life. It was that life you got that gives you life. I wasn't, this thing that concocted, they have to have the dead and blood and everything, and the Jewish thing, it's motive, ignorance, worship. Well, okay, if it gets you to believe in Jesus, fine. But it doesn't have to be that. What gave Jesus life were the essence of scriptures. He loved the scriptures. I love the scriptures. All real devotees love the essence of the scriptures, the life in the scriptures. They're like extracting gold in the scriptures. They don't go and take all the mixtures in there and the Vaidhi type mentalities and all that. But the real devotees, they go in there and extract the gold, because there's gold in there, and they deliver gold to others. See, they give that gold. That's what we do here. But if you're not greedy, if you're just satisfied, just give me two-dimensional bhakti. Yeah, just let me see pictures. Let me just see the ceremonies and the flowers. The flowers wilt, man. But this doesn't. This bhakti, you notice, doesn't wilt. These flowers don't wilt. This knowledge doesn't wilt. This ecstasy doesn't wilt, does it? See, highest truth distinguished from illusion. Highest truth distinguished from illusion. Then people can learn. I always found, when I went to some of these gurus, they teach highest truth. Radhe, 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 Radhe. I felt so unbalanced. So Radhe, 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 all up in the spiritual, up in the head, up here. Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Radha, Radha, and no illusions, distinguished from illusion. Where is this? What is this? All righty, right. It's all, see, it's concocted in the mind. No, we got to preach the real Bhagavatam, man. Highest truth distinguished from illusion. Even 10th canto does that. You know? Highest truth distinguished from Putana. Doesn't it? 10th canto, summum bonum, highest truth distinguished from Putana. Oh, we distinguish that. False devotee, false acharyas. Why should I promote false acharyas? If you're not a real devotee in Vrindavan, why should I promote you? I would be a liar like Putana, right? I would be supporting Putana. I'm sorry, I'm not here to support Putana. I'm here to turn her into a devotee, a real devotee, not a false guru, false representative of Vrindavan. See, we identified that. See, so we teach about, Putana, and then there's Krishna. And Krishna transforms Putana. We show you the process. That's all here. You see the process with your own eyes, people going through it. All these little demons coming out of them, right? See, they're all inside. And then more and more you can play with Krishna. But if you're going to preach, you got to do highest truth and help people understand, hey man, you've been believing in illusion. You've been believing in illusionists. See, therefore, that's why you're a cripple. That's why you're down and you can't get up. You're believing in poopy popes who are party poopers. Poopy popes, party poopers. Are we party poopers here? Are we poopy popes here? I don't know what kind of going on and on. I hope this is okay. So anyway, I just love it. My dear Uddhava, so the Lord quotes this verse, neither through Astanga Yoga, mystic yoga system to control the senses, nor through impersonal monism or analytical study of the absolute truth, nor through study of the Vedas, nor through practice of austerities, nor through charity, nor through acceptance of sannyas can one satisfy me as much as one can by developing unalloyed devotional service to me. So what is the purport here? I love this verse. The Lord is so clear, so conclusive, so showing you how it is. See, the Lord, it's actually everything is being done by the Lord. He's the ultimate doer, Bhagavad Gita. Okay? So he's saying, we're on a journey of satisfaction. We're all trying to satisfy God. And the more you just on the level of sense gratification is, the less aware you are. You think, I'm just satisfying me because it's all about me, right? It's about my happiness, about me being acknowledged. See, that's a very low level of satisfying the Lord. And people may go lifetimes doing that. About me, my, I, me, mine, type thing. But actually, you're satisfying the Lord. Only put that at that level. See, you notice satisfy me as much. See how this as much is very significant, man. That's a key word, as much. He's saying everybody is following my path. Everybody is trying to satisfy me, even if you don't know that. See? So people doing austerities, that's their satisfaction. You think, yeah, I'm really satisfied doing austerity. See, still the I is there. Isn't that interesting? I'm austere. I'm doing these austerities. Still that I, me, and mine is there. See? And there's some satisfaction in it because God is actually saying, yeah, this is satisfying me a little bit. Yeah, kind of, yeah. But, this poor fool doesn't know what he's really doing yet. Not clear. Yeah, go for it. Thank you. Yeah. Not really clear. And that goes on with charity. Yeah, that's satisfying me, but my devotee is still not that clear, that he's even doing it. He's still, I'm doing this because it feels good. And it's about me and, my giving charity, and I'm a really pious person. See, identifications with that. See? But the Lord now does the slam to all the way the highest truth of satisfaction, God. And that's what you're going to get here. That's what we do here. That's how we roll here, man, to teach and to show, to demonstrate and to transmit the highest satisfaction of the Lord is that unalloyed service to Him. See, that Radha does. That kind of stuff. It makes her so ecstatic, and you become a girlfriend and you reflect that kind of happiness to the world. You teach, yes, serve Radha and Krishna in ecstasy. It's the highest satisfaction of the Lord, this unalloyed devotional service. But you got to meet unalloyed devotees who are engaged in that. That is rare. See, this is this verse. See, as much, and how do you know as that this unalloyed, that word of Lord Chaitanya is true, that verse that he quoted from the Bhagavatam is true? Well, you become a witness for that verse. Yes, you show people, man, they cannot see a greater happiness than this ecstatic, intimate worship than this. You show the world that nobody is conclusive or is intelligent. No guru, no Jaipataka, no Radhanath, no Acharya Devs are as intelligent as a devotee that is giving the Lord the highest happiness and teaches that. Hey, man, I'm just giving the Lord happiness here. And that's what we teach here. You're going to know you're giving the Lord happiness here. And that is your happiness, is His happiness. And that's Vrindavan. You made it, man. You come here, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. And no fake it till you make it. You're going to make it increasingly. To the point is, wow, man, my life is about giving you happiness, and that's my happiness. That's Vrindavan consciousness. That's here now for devotees, anybody. That's why I don't worship the Lord for my happiness. Well, I do, but I don't. I worship the Lord for His happiness and get happiness automatically. It's a perk. It comes along with the thing. If He's not happy, I'm not happy. And He's thinking the same thing. Oh, if my devotee's not happy, then I'm not happy. But his happiness has to be dependent on my happiness. He doesn't know that. Therefore, progressively, he's got to go through all these paths for so many lifetimes till he learns how to surrender to me. And that's what you can get. This is the culmination here. This is golden here. The golden teaching, golden opportunity. Treasure of all treasures is making the Lord happy and being happy about it. And this you cannot do on your own. You have to be purified. Okay? Some devotees already know what I'm talking about. Okay? Lord just said it. Your happiness, Lord Murari, your happiness is the Lord's. You cannot live for a moment. Your life and soul is Lord Ramachandra. You know, what's the purport of that? If your life and soul is anyone, Jesus Christ, if your life and soul is Jesus Christ, is Krishna and Lord Chaitanya and Lord Ramachandra, if your life and soul is that, you're saying that the happiness of God is my life and soul. Literally. That's intimate, man. This is exciting mission here, isn't it? So, after reciting this verse, Lord Gore said, "Everyone please hear. Please follow my instruction. See? Everyone. So I'm just going to repeat this instruction and we're going to discuss it so it gets very, very clear to the world. After reciting this verse, Lord Gore said, everyone please hear. Please follow my instruction. Following Srivas Pandit's advice, please serve with devotion. Then you will become very happy. O Ram Pandit, please hear my words. Please serve your elder brother. That is the same as service to me. See, was I lying? The Lord comes as the guru. You need, in some life, whether you think it's here or not, some lifetime, you have to follow this instruction to get into the kingdom. If you're not there already from following it in a previous life. And most aren't there. But most are coming there that are here, you notice? They're entering the kingdom because they're following the true word of Lord Chaitanya that I'm just repeating, that I'm just demonstrating, that I'm just here to manifest by the will of the Parampara, all the way back to Lord Chaitanya. You get to follow that instruction. You get to serve somebody who is like that. To achieve what? The highest happiness is the happiness of God. And just what I just said earlier here. You need a revival of what the Lord said. See, not just in the book. Oh, I read that pastime. It's just in the book there. No, it has to be in your life. And it is in the lives of the devotees here. They're getting the same golden opportunity, just like the Lord said. Oh, there's somebody here, Srivas. You serve him. It's just like serving me. You follow his advice about devotion. You notice a lot of advice about devotion going on here, right? You're going to attain the highest happiness. Look at you guys. Many of you are getting what the Lord said then is happening now because this is called revival, man. It's a revival of that same word. The Lord is reviving it. Therefore, the same path here, attaining the highest happiness, which some devotees have already. You show me a greater happiness than what you see in some of the fructifying devotees here. You show me a greater knowledge and information and understanding than the devotees have this fructification of this ecstatic devotion. Okay? This is the light of the world, man, is to be a juicy fruit on the tree of Lord Chaitanya's tree of devotion. Juicy fruits. You like that gum. You never lose the juice. Krishna and Radha, they're the juicy fruit, the real one. You keep chewing them, keep chanting their names, never run out of juice. You notice? Anybody? If you run out of juice, you probably have a guru who doesn't taste this juicy fruit himself, and you believe that's the real path. Bah, humbug. You need just what the Lord said. And we just repeat that instruction because it's the best instruction you can ever find in any lifetime. If there was a better one, he would have came and gave it. But he didn't. He gave this one. Okay, I'm buzzing. Please serve your elder brother. That is the same. See, again, elder brother. Remember, we taught this concept a lot. Elder brother. It's all about the elder brother. But spiritually, elder brother or elder sister. See, serve your elder brother. Hear from them, learn from them, and you'll attain what they have, the highest happiness. See, you got to be an example of the highest happiness. What good is it to go to somebody to be your spiritual master and guru, and they say they represent the Vrindavan, but they don't. They don't have that highest happiness. Hey, man, this is golden, isn't it? Now you get this opportunity. That book Bhagavat is in a devotee Bhagavat form now. So you get to follow this path and not just read it in a book and it just goes right over your head, right? Just read that and move on. No, this is very important. You got to know that you got that opportunity now. That's what the book is saying. Isn't it the idea to attain the highest happiness? Well, just follow that instruction. I'm just repeating that instruction. It's right there. See, now you're following. Look at you guys. Look at tears coming out of Lolita's eyes. Look at the smile on River's face. Can't see what's going on. Punny's way in the background over there. So all of you, please understand me. All of you, please serve Srivas. Then you will attain the splendor of my feet. See, so what is the price? You got to serve somebody like Srivas in this life. See? And then you'll attain the splendor's feet, huh? Look at the splendor here. Can you tell? See, you can cheat yourself. You can cheat your neophyte followers. But you can't cheat Krishna, right? Krishna is in this book. And you can't cheat his devotees because Krishna reveals all this stuff to his devotees. And if you want it revealed to you, you got to come to such devotees, not to those who don't know this stuff. It's common sense, man. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. Look at this. People are achieving the splendor of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna's feet. Can you tell? Wake up, man. This is obviously the real deal. This is the real conclusive understanding here. Being preached in word and deed, in manifestation. Okay. So then they offered fragrances, sandalwood. To everyone, Lord Gaura, who dearly loves, then you will attain the splendor of my lotus feet. To everyone, Lord Gaura, who dearly loves his devotees, spoke these words. Tears came from his red with mercy eyes. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's it, man. This is the path. People get the opportunity to follow it again, and you're the witnesses showing that this is the result. Isn't it nice? Isn't it great? Fantastic, man. Great opportunity for anybody. If you don't believe this preaching, you're going to believe some other preaching out there, either your own mind, unenlightened mind. Why not? I mean, doesn't it make more sense to believe the preaching of those who realize Krishna? And you could see that they made a book. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra is here. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't that make sense? I mean, why wouldn't, don't you want to have the goal? See, the goal is attained when those conditions are here. See, if it's not here, those conditions are here. See, then, that's why people didn't attain it with Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta. There was no room for these confidential teachings. See, there's room here in you. You're listening. You get, and if there's stuff in the way, it gets purified out, like you've seen in devotees, comes out of them. And then there's more room for this word. And this ecstasy fills the devotees. This is, tell you, man, you think being a brain surgeon is hard. This is impossible, what we're doing here. But it's easy as anything because the secret is be in the Lord. Be in Radha and Krishna, be in Lord Chaitanya, be in their pastimes, be in their word, be in their name, be in Sadhu Sangha, who are filled with devotees like that. See? This is the treasure manifested. This is Lord Chaitanya's treasure in the world, is this Sangha of devotees. And if you have these kind of attributes like, uncommon Krishna conscious revelation and realization, uncommon ecstatic love, well, then you're part of that too. If not, come over here. We'll make you part of the real Sankirtan movement, the Prema Sankirtan movement. It's Prema here. We're not preaching, kind of go through the motion Sankirtan. No, we want to fill that Christmas tree, light up the ornaments, man, light up that dhoti, light up that sari there and all that makeup. It's like, look at it. We light, the Krishna and Radha lights up Lalita Ganga's red lipstick. You notice? If Radha and Krishna were there, it'd be just kind of mundane red. Now it's transcendental red. Okay? It's a difference. All right, man. I think I don't want to say that it's so, but it's so true. I'm expended. Let's put it that way. Hey, I'm moving today to my new apartment. So we'll see. There's going to be a lot of bang bang. That's why I got it cheaply. This out there working on the place. Bang bang. I said, okay, it's cheap. I think we can. I get up early anyway before the workers start, so we'll be good on that. So at worst, we'll just have to tolerate the bang bang during the day.
Is Janaki coming down to meet you?
Well, we have to see. Maybe she'll be attracted. If I do more Sankirtan, that'll probably get her down here. If she sees I'm serious about the Sankirtan, she'll probably come. She's waiting for me to see if I'm serious, and I'm just gonna. Yeah. But I tell you, man, this is fun, man. It's not. I'm tired of not making connection. I'm tired of walking down the street and people just, with long faces, and what they're saying. Krishna's saying that. Krishna's saying he's in their heart, saying, "Come on, preach, say the holy name, man. Come on, I want to wake up in them. Otherwise I'm going to keep having a long face, and they don't know. They're my devotees who don't know they're my devotees, and they're walking around doing things outside my own real interest. And you come on, do something, man. Chant the holy name." So anyway, I feel connection. They're smiling. These people that usually walk around, they look at me like, "Who the hell are you, man?" They go, "Oh, hey, man, you got a place in the world, man. Hey, you got something to give us. Grand, thank you." That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. I'm learning from Govinda. Go out there, distribute the mercy. Right, Govinda? Look at Pani. Oh, Pani, we got a double thing. Oh, how'd you do that? Must have two phones going. Okay, let's see. What else? So, River, why don't you, Lalita, why don't you read a little bit? Oh, wait, we got Govinda here. Since while we got him here, we'll have him read something. Why don't you read us something there, Govinda? You choose anything you want. But you got to unmute yourself. You're muted, so we don't hear you. I wonder if he's hearing me. Maybe he's not. He's just looking cute.
Is he not hearing you? That's strange.
He's just kind of looking around, isn't he? Okay, River, you read something. Oh, Lolita, I'm sorry. Lolita, you read something.
No, it's equal for me, you know. Yeah, Chaitanya Bhagavat or
Yeah, Chaitanya Bhagavat. Why not?
Sorry, Marge, I just have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, so go ahead. Go for it. I'm going to have Lolita read a little bit.
my glasses. Do you have my glasses?
Oh,
I'm sorry. We are with two in this little place now, and everything
two
is
in there.
full. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
more full than.
you have a lot to clean up.
Less room.
Less room. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a suggestion, Guru Maharaj?
Okay, let's see, suggestion. How about chapter I wish I had that book. No, you choose something that you like.
I don't know this book that good, so
Look at look at something with the relationships between the Lord and his intimate devotees. I think you'll like it.
Okay.
So what is that?
Gadadhara Pandita, Mahaprabhu.
You just choose.
It's difficult. Madhya attains transcendental bliss. You think it's nice?
Yeah.
Or the glories of the devotees.
Okay. There you go.
Page 437. Glories of the devotees. Madhyakanda, chapter 17. Page 437. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, Guru Maharaj, my spiritual master, my Siksha Guru, who brought me in contact with the glories of the glorification, who brought me in contact with the glories of the living God, who brought me in contact with Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, glories to you. You made for me everything that seemed to be impossible. You made it possible by the order of Srila Prabhupada. Oh, glories. Oh, glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. And thank you for giving the order to Srila Gauraharidas, for bringing all those books to the West, for bringing the treasure of Krishna consciousness to us. Oh, glories to you. Oh, glories, oh, glories. to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Oh glories to Jagannath Babaji. Oh glories to Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Oh glories to Vrindavan Das Thakur. To Krishna Das Kaviraj. To Prabodhananda Saraswati. To Narottam Das Thakur. Oh glories to all the ecstatic authors, to all the ecstatic poets. Oh glories, oh glories. Oh glories to Lord Nityananda. Oh glories to Lord Chaitanya. Oh glories to you, my Lord. Nimai Pandita. Vishwambara. Gaurahari. Gaurachandra. Oh glories to you, my Lord, for being here present now in Ostend, in this building, in this country, in Belgium. Welcome. For living here, for working here in this place. Oh glories. Oh glories to Srimati Radharani. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Bhakti Devi. Oh glories to you. Please keep me in your service. Oh glories to Krishna. Oh glories to you. My Lord Krishna, squeezing my heart. Literally squeezing my heart. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Oh glory to Lord Gaura Sundara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Oh glory to Lord Nityananda, the embodiment of the highest mood of devotional service. In the Madhyakanda, the narrations of the pastimes of the Supreme Lord are a cascade of nectar that can wash away the contaminations of one's faithlessness. And Lord Chaitanya, he continued his non-stop kirtans, and even then his abstruse identity remained undisclosed to the common man. When he went about the town, the people were stunned by his exquisite looks. They thought that he might be Cupid. However, some people also thought that his demeanor was arrogant. The atheists and logicians, they felt that he paid little attention and respect to the scholars holding titles. He walked about in a carefree manner, and when out, he associates mostly with his devotees.
Yeah,
The
you see, carefree matter. See, he's the scholars. He didn't pay any attention to them because he thought, no, they're in false ego. They don't really know. They're just acting like scholars, and people give them honor. But that's just the world, and the Lord is different. He's very unique. He's got real intelligence, and he didn't care. This kind of devotional service gives you that carefree mood. You can point out any illusion you want. Would it matter? If it's illusion, it's illusion to you. There's no false humility. Like, oh, he's a great devotee. Is he? Well, we never thought to ask that. We don't know the definitions. See, the Lord showed he was a great scholar, and people didn't believe. See, they didn't understand the power of this because it was bhakti was inside. Okay, and then he comes in the Madhya Lila and shows this bhakti, and a lot of people still didn't get it, except the devotees. The first ones who got it were his real devotees. They could, oh wow, God is appearing now. At first it was like, oh, he's a great devotee. See, they saw these symptoms of this ecstatic devotion. They were from the previous lives. They were attuned to that. They were looking for that. Just like here, you see, when some one guy, just that the masses of people, they also don't know. And you guys saw this ecstatic worship, right? And you thought it attracted you, like Lalita. That's what she was looking for. Janaki also, and others. It's what you're looking for, because this is probably past lives. It's kind of like with Lord Chaitanya. And so they came first, but what happened in the long run? See, we're following a pattern. It's the same thing, same pattern. And so the first fruits were his devotees that were probably working on this for many lifetimes. And we're looking for this kind of connection, this kind of bhakti. They knew it was real. Okay? And then later on, more and more people came, just like here. Later on, more and more people come. It just takes a while. Because people don't know that this is the highest thing, right? So they got to keep seeing it. That purifies, even though they don't acknowledge it, they fight against it and all that. They just got to see it because it's the truth, man. It really is. Truth. Even demons, they probably know they're bullshitting everybody, but they at least like to be truthful, that at least they know, yeah, I'm truly bullshitting people. There's truth in that. I'm truly bullshitting and lying to you and all that. I'm really, true to that. And so true, at least. But truth sets you free. So you see how there are people that are more demigod types. They're set free from believing in that and having to follow those instructions that are not really good for you. See, they're free of that. They realize, oh, look at this. So they set free by that knowledge, by that understanding. It's more true than the lie. See? But it's still, if you don't know this, you don't know the full extent of the lie. Even in the mode of goodness, there's some lie there. That's why you see this preaching here that I'm doing here is so deep. It's so unusual that people that kind of fall a little bit down a little bit, they go back to Bhagavad Gita and start quoting verses in the mode about the mode of goodness. You see, Gaurahari is not adhering to this mode of goodness preaching of Bhagavad Gita, because there's a lot of that in there. It's still not like a devotee. Here's the lie. Give you an example. A devotee never gets angry. Well, that's sort of true, but not. Also, that's a lie, a bit of a lie in there. See, because the mode of goodness understanding of devotees is not perfect. You could be misled because Lord Chaitanya got angry. Jesus Christ got angry. Prabhupada got angry. So it's not perfect. It's not really conclusive. It's mode of goodness. There's still fault in it. Devotees never proud. Well, Prabhupada was proud. Lord Chaitanya was sometimes proud. Advaita was proud. Nityananda was proud. See? So it's not the full truth. See? And so that can cause you to be offensive to real devotees, like Daksha was. Like Daksha was for um, towards Lord Shiva. See, Daksha thought, oh, this guy laughs and cries like a madman. He's a mad person. See, that's a lie, isn't it? He was in the mode of goodness, a demigod. See, so mode of goodness is not perfect. You need to be progressive. I think, we come here, like this preaching will help devotees understand that. Because if you understand what I'm saying, you can move to the deeper level and be able to partake of the characteristics of God and his more intimate devotees and relish the ras of it. Otherwise, you speculate. You can't relish, Jesus Christ being arrogant and saying, I'm the way, the life, and the truth, and no one can. It's true. He is. You got to come through the devotee. You got to come through the person who is chosen, who is an intimate associate of the Lord, and the Lord actually speaks through them. That's how you make it. That's true. See, there's no fault in this. There's no fault in this preaching. But there's plenty of fault in gurus who are saying that they are the way, the life, and the truth, and you come to them through in the Krishna conscious movement like ISKCON and everything, and you're going back to Godhead. You're going to Vrindavan. No, that's a bit of a lie. There's something there because at least you know the name of Krishna and you're getting exposure to go maybe on pilgrimage. You go to Vrindavan and you see deities and all that. So you're on your way, but there's still some imperfection, some inconclusiveness because your guru themselves has not surpassed Putana. They say they represent Vrindavan, but they don't really fully, clearly. They cannot get themselves or their disciples beyond that obstacle because they're in it. Putana's got them like that. See, you can't get out of this. It's as it is to a devotee. Hey man, do you represent the Vrindavan or not? Are you an ecstatic devotee with tears coming to your eyes like the residents of Vrindavan do when they see Krishna? Well, here, seeing Krishna is when you chant Krishna's name, do tears come to your eyes? Or are you one of those, oh, when will tears come to my eyes when chanting Hare Krishna? Look at the devotees here. Oh, man, it's not like they're, oh, when the tears are going to come. They come pretty quickly in most of the devotees here. Forgot what was I talking about, actually? Oh, yeah. Go ahead. What?
You were distinguishing what the gurus did in ISKCON and what's happening.
Or anywhere. It's just, the point is attain Vrindavan. How much greed do you have? If you're really, really greedy and you really, really want Vrindavan, the Lord will lead you to the guru who surpassed Putana. They're actually a real deal, man. You need the truth. The truth will set you free. You need a person embodiment of the truth. They got to be an actual resident of Vrindavan. They got to be an actual associate of Lord Chaitanya. And then you can be delivered. I mean, that's pretty clear, isn't it? They got to have that kind of clarity, as it is. Yeah, and then oh, okay, yeah. Then you go and it's like you're looking. I want to go to New York, and you go to different people, and people that have never been to New York, or wherever. Yeah, say New York, and they never been to New York, and you ask them, I want to go to New York. Can you point me in that direction? And the person's never been there, but they want to act like an authority. They want the pride of that. Well, I want to look like an authority, and they tell you, well, go. So New York is here, and they go over there. That's New York. Yeah, believe my word. See? That's the world. They don't know what Vrindavan is like. Yet they say, yeah, come to Vrindavan, but they're not in Vrindavan. You got to be in Vrindavan in this world. You got to be the manifestation of the new Vrindavan. People got to see it, man. You're ecstatic like the devotees there, worshiping like the devotees there. You got to be conclusive about all of this. That means God is working through you to bring people to Vrindavan. You know, you've overcome this speculation demon there, the whirlwind going around. I see it, man. People speculating in ISKCON. When they do it, their minds are going like this, and I'm trying to say something to them, and nothing gets through. The whirlwind is going. They're looking at the whirlwind, man. They can't hear the word. Even here, when you're getting purified, the whirlwind is going sometimes around in your own head, and you can't follow the word. Right? You know, the stuff is going around, and that's where you come back and you listen again to the class. And the more this whirlwind comes out of you and it stills, you know, and you just, you know, just with one pointed attention, listen. Then they go right in there. The whirlwind stops. The Putana is not there. You're not listening to those who don't represent Vrindavan. They're looking like devotees, like her. She changed, shape changer, right? She put on the clothes of Vrindavan and the beauty, you know, superficially looking like, props. Internally wasn't there. You got to find the internal devotees. They're the Vrindavan in this world. Not the ones external. Yeah, we represent, but can't you see our dhoti? Don't you see our rubber stamps from ISKCON and Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya Speak? Can't you see? Well, prove it, man. Prove you're an internal devotee of Vrindavan. That's all I'm saying. What's the offense in that? What's the offense for asking honest questions? Where's the offense? People don't know. Oh, don't even think about this. No, don't question. What, you think it's the same thing with the politicians? That's what they got in religion. It's the same bullshit, man. Oh, don't ask any questions. Censor the questions. We got that in religion. That means it's not much better. A little bit better, but not much. Same bullshit going on. Censor the questions. Oh, it's offensive, man. No, just comply. Go through these gurus. Don't even ask questions. Are they qualified or not? Does the emperor have clothes or not? Don't ask. No, just do it. And then without, just take your shot, man. Don't question it. That so many people are dying adverse. Don't question. Just do it. See, that's religion too. They still do some of that bullshit. I don't care, man. We're here. Truth, man. Truth is the judge. Justice. You know what the judge is and justice is in Kali Yuga? We don't deserve this, but we're getting it. You know what the unjust is? Preaching is you got to deserve. This is religion. You got to deserve. First deserve, then desire. You get rid of all your anarthas and everything, and then you can desire this. That's bullshit, man. Anybody preaching that should be thrown into the ditch. First desire, then the Lord said, oh, you desire this? Oh, we'll give you the dessert. No deserving desserts. Just take the dessert, man. Forget deserving. Take the undeserved mercy, the undeserved dessert. Him, Radha, Krishna. Boy, are we after these guys. We're gonna, boy, they ain't gonna survive this truth, man. It is so intense. Go ahead, Lilita, read on.
Yeah.
We gotta buffer this with some ecstatic reading.
The atheists would say to Lord Chaitanya, oh,
don't get me going now. Don't get me going, but go ahead, get me going.
oh, Nimai Pandita. My favorite name. Oh, Nimai
Pandita. Master. Go ahead.
You are my Lord and Master, yeah. Nimai Pandita from Nadia. Oh, Nimai Pandita.
Isn't that amazing to have God as your master like that? You know, this playful, powerful, all loving and just ecstatic and everything. That is our master, man. You come here, man. We'll make Nimai Pandit of Nadia your master. That's what it's all about. He's many of our masters here. We get juice from them. We get life from him. We get life from his word, the words of his devotees, man. We're being all into this. It's like all into the gold. Why have any iron around? Just be all into the gold. This is all golden. Man, when you think about Lord Chaitanya, because you're surrender, you're a devotee, man. then you get love. You just, oh, you depended on me. Okay, well, here. And now I'm dependent on your love. Now you know what's really going on in your own body, in your own temple. Okay? You know the truth now. You're set free, but now you're obligated. You got to feed me. See? Otherwise, it's an abandonment of duty. This is your only duty. Is I'm always hungry a lot. Because otherwise, you're going to be like a branch outstretched with no life if you don't feed me. Watch out. Are you sure you want this relation with Krishna? Because you got to feed him. He's always hungry, like a little baby. Wants all your attention. He's always thinking, you know. Always. I want some more milk. I want some milk. I want you to think of, look at me, look at me, look at me. You always.
Only my Pandita. As your friends, we advise you to be careful. Because the king might summon you to his court any day now.
You know, can you imagine, even back then, God himself came there and he's associating with these atheists like this. You know, they're like he was part of the village. See, instead of just being in Vrindavan where there are only devotees there, in Vrindavan only devotees. He comes and does it again, but this time he just ordinary people come to and they're atheists. A lot of them, they don't believe, or they're just yogis, or with pundits, mundane, and he's there roaming around them. This is a special taste. See, it's a special taste to bring God to people that are not even qualified, not at all. It's like walking down. This is what Sankirtan is. You're bringing to people they don't hear the holy name unless you open your mouth, and serve the Lord's mission like that. They're not hearing it. They're just walking around, getting polluted in every direction. Maya is just in full control, and you interrupt that process by chanting the name of God. Yeah. We're interrupting the goings on in ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and all of that. We're interrupters. With the truth, because otherwise it just goes on. It just goes on, and they die more or less like they are, believing what they believe. But they're seeing you guys are believing different. Yeah. Well, we're standing up for this. You are standing up for your thing. We're standing up for our thing. We're standing up for this realization, this revelation. We're standing up for Lord Chaitanya's Prema Bhakti mission, the ecstatic mission. See, we're standing up for that, not for Prabhupada's rules and regulations. This is the next installment on his order, even. Yeah, stand up for this, man. Show them ecstatic bhakti, like 500. Look at you guys. You're becoming ecstatic devotees in less than 4 years. Some of it out less than a week. Unbelievable, man. Why? Because somebody's standing up for this. Now you're standing up too. See, it becomes even more powerful. People are like, you stand up and they come to attention. They start giving attention. You see, yes, sir. They start to see you're a corporal or a captain. See, before they thought you were nothing. Yeah, but you're standing up for something you believe in. More. This is your passion. This is your belief. This is your life, and you're standing up for that. You don't think people are going to pay attention? Attention. Give them something to attend to. See, these words, amazing how Krishna, he's all in these words.
Absolutely.
When you relate them to Krishna, man, they're powerful.
All the words are his.
It's amazing. Huh?
He's all the words.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lalita.
So they advise him to be careful because the king might summon you to his court any day now.
See,
The
they want
people,
fear. It's a fear thing. See, they do the same thing here. Oh, go, all right, man. We caution you. You should be perceived, man, because we're in fear. But so they preaching their fear. Like, oh well, what are you doing so nonchalant and happy-go-lucky and ecstatic and all this? And don't you know the king is going to come down on you? He's going to control you. He's going to put you down, and you should be afraid. And we'll look at his answer. Let's see what the Lord's answer is.
so the people do not see you, but hear your night-long kirtans, and this disturbs their sleep. They curse you,
See,
and they
this is what we do. We're disturbing people's sleep with the kirtan.
of
See,
course.
this is kirtan. See, open your mouth, standing up for the truth, man. The truth will set people free. Hey, man, are you an illusion? See, they're asleep, man. I'm telling you, many of these gurus are asleep. Oh, actually, all of them. I haven't seen one that impressed me. Really, they're asleep, more or less asleep.
Yeah.
And we come along and wake them up, man, with our nightly kirtans. You notice they happen at night too, huh? Dead of night, Gopi hour. I love this. Is a great time to smash Maya. She's asleep, right? And we wake her up.
Shake them out of their sleep.
Shake them out of that thing. Get them up, man. They just,
Open their eyes.
interrupt, man. You got to stand up. They're standing up, man. The ISKCON is standing up, right? ISKCON Guru's standing up, preaching, right? And people coming because they're standing up. Fauci is standing up, right? Before the whole public there, right? Social media, he's standing up and people are following, right? Oh, Bill Gates, he's standing up. Everybody's standing up, man. These Facebook influencers, they're all standing up. People listen, thousands. You watch, man. We're standing up now more and more. You watch, the whole world's going to listen because this stuff is life, man. I can't even listen to the voices of these guys, these gurus and all of them. Gurus, politicians, all of that. I can't even listen to their friggin' voices. So contrived, even if they speak sweetly, with all, but it's still mundane. I don't like mundane. Do you, Lalita? Do you like mundane?
Listen.
Yeah, see, River Figure said, "No, I don't like mundane either anymore." We don't like mundane. Stand up. They need to hear the voice, voice with, ecstatic rapture in it, man, with vibration, vibrating on the spiritual platform beyond even liberation. Because everybody's standing up. This is the highest thing. That's why it's taking a bit of while. It takes purification to get to stand up for this, right? This is the highest thing, man. It's beyond even liberation. But when we do, and as we are now, look, people come in when they say, "Hey, man, you stand up. You really believe in this?" I think we're becoming convinced because you're not going, man. You're not going down. They're standing up for this. It's all about Jesus stood up. He didn't go down, did he? Even on the cross, he didn't go down.
No.
That's why it's still here, because it's true. Things. Chaitanya didn't go down his whole life either, did he? He just was committed to this chanting of the holy name. Yeah, the only feasible way of salvation, he said. Shashastakas. And it's really true, man, feasible. So salvation and beyond to the direct service of Radha Krishna, especially when you do it in association like this. Quickly. How can you not win this game? This Harinam game and be delivered with this kind of association. If you become really dedicated and committed, and purified, quickly purification. How can you not win? Win your soul back. Yeah, with these team members here, man. Superstars, souped up stars. Not false ego super. No, souped up by Krishna using us. to deliver the souls. That is really wonderful. And easily, it's nonchalantly, like Lord Chaitanya. It's nice. When you're all in the Lord, man, like he was all in Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna is all in them, and just nonchalantly, there's nothing to them to liberate whole universes. That's why it's nonchalant here, man. There's nothing to my Lord, Radha and Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, nothing to them. To anybody coming here, you're going to be delivered, man. You develop faith in this preaching above and beyond Maya's word out there, you're going to be delivered. You're going to go where I'm going.
So simple.
Already proven true.
So simple.
Why not, man? Yeah, powerful force here. Go ahead. Read on.
They curse you and send reports against you, and naturally the king believes the people.
See, if you don't manifest that in your preaching when you speak the words that you speak, the testimony you have, and you don't polarize like that, you're kissing ass. You're kissing Maya's ass. People got to come up like that. And your testimony to the world is they're like a gnat. A gnat. Small thing. Not a big, they criticize me. Oh my God. Oh, let me complain to Facebook. Let me do a court case. Oh, court case against them. No, you got to be like this. Yeah. Go ahead.
Lord Chaitanya replied, "Let it be so. Let your words become true. It has been my wish to see the king. I have studied all the scriptures since childhood, yet no one inquires from me on any subject considering
You see,
me."
the same mood is here. The same mood is here. I'm just doing this. People also say, don't, these gurus, they might, come after you. They don't, they're going to look over there, all this stuff. Let them come, man. I've been waiting for an audience. They didn't pay me no mind. I've been preaching for 25 years. I don't even never have even a email from any of them saying you shouldn't do this. Yeah, I like this. Let's have a debate, man. Yeah, come over. Defeat this guy with a T-shirt, please. Please come over. I'd love to have a conversation. Yeah, Acharya, get the best of you. Your best champion, Iskan or Gaudiya Smig, anyone. Hey, I'll tell. Prem Parojana, the most intelligent. The guy is really intelligent, man. You're very sincere, dedicated. You come. Let's test this. Let's test. And hey, man, I'll give you all my disciples. You defeat here, okay? You can have them all, because I'll go too. I'll be your disciple too. Defeat, any of you. Please show that you've got more than this. Why not? It's greed. We want more of Krishna, right? You got more. Let's go. Let's all go. I'll give them over to you, no problem. So Prem Barojan, why don't we have a little talk? But nobody comes still. No one comes either. Everybody. He's nothing. They did the same thing with Lord Chaitanya. He's just a child. He's just arrogant. See? So the Lord kept, he said, I've been waiting for the king to invite me in so I can face him. I'd like to. And he eventually got his audience with the Qazi. He did face to face. And the Qazi became a devotee. Even to this day, in that line, in Mayapur, you can go, they have a statue of Lord Chaitanya where the Qazi is in the Muslim sector. Statue of Lord Chaitanya in Mayapur. And it's still, Sankirtan is allowed there with amongst the Muslims. They already 500 years still going. Yeah. So anyway, my Lord is in the influence here. Why shouldn't this same thing happen? Why not? This will be proof that we're real servants of Lord Chaitanya. when the world starts to get this mercy and see that this is real. We're real, honest persons here. Of course, we might be a little bit off the wall at times, a little different. Well, he was. His devotees were. When Raghunath Das was kept going to Lord Chaitanya, he was like mad after Lord Chaitanya. And then the father says, "Who can stop a madman of following Lord Chaitanya?" They became so mad to be around Lord Chaitanya, because Lord Chaitanya was bringing this uncommon ecstatic devotion and uncommon understanding of everything as it is. They become mad after that. Like a bee in the flowers. Nobody was able to defeat Lord Chaitanya, and also not Srila. Yeah, they're excellent. Yeah. They got angry. Some of the Brahmins, they wanted to throw Bhakti Siddhanta in the Ganga, man. They wanted to kill him, actually. He had to change clothes, and escape because he went and preached. Yeah, he preached, and the Brahmins, they were going to kill him. That's the thing. It's not good enough to be a Brahmin. You still have anger and hatred in your heart, like Daksha. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead there, read on.
Okay. No one inquires from me on any subject considering me too young and immature. I do not usually meet anyone who actually wants to meet me. Therefore, if someone wants to have audience with me, I am indeed pleased.
Even if it's an audience to chastise.
Yeah.
See, because you're at least connecting. You're not indifferent.
Yeah.
See, the main is to make connection. Make connection is the important thing. Go against or for. That's what happens. Polarization here. You're either against what we're doing or for it, or indifferent. A lot of people are indifferent. They don't see that this is true and valuable. Yet, they will. Go ahead.
The atheist sarcastically continued, "The king is a Muslim. He will not engage himself in a scriptural debate. He will want to just hear your kirtan." The Lord just ignored them, and he went home. The Lord said to his devotees, "Let us perform kirtan. I feel discontent because I have spoken to..." I understand that.
Yes, she
Because
does. She's
I have
spoken to a materialist. Go ahead.
atheists today, yeah.
An atheist materialist. And
Yeah.
that's the secret of why people here, if you're unhappy here, you're being intimate. I can talk to materialists here, no problem, but I'm not intimate with them. The problem here, some of the Vaishnavas still want to be intimate with materialists or atheists. And an atheist now, you're lucky, because an atheist now is against what we're doing, against the name chanted in ecstasy. I don't care if they're Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, but you don't like this ecstatic worship, you're an atheist still. You're against the true form of God. The true form of God is ecstatic devotion that you see here. Yeah, the true form of God is conclusive understanding and revelations you get here. If you're against this preaching, you're an atheist still.
Yeah.
This is what they don't tell you in the Bhagavatam class, but that's right there in the books. Jarasandha was considered an atheist and a demon simply because he was against ecstatic Krishna from Vrindavan. Look at this. This Krishna doesn't follow the rules and regulations, therefore I'm going to fight him. See how many people have that mentality? He doesn't follow strictly all the rules. He doesn't have to. He's an ecstatic devotee, relishing ras, like devotees here. See, against. and this gives discontent to the heart. So that's the lesson here. I mean, if you're intimate, you can talk to materialists. I talk to people here, share the mercy, and it's no problem. But they're not my intimate. They have until they have faith. I don't consider them an intimate friends. Like here, even if you're still a bit of a hypocrite, or a backstabber or something like this, envious, I keep you at a distance. That's intelligence. Krishna gives you that intelligence so you can maintain your devotion. You can even, when Lord Chaitanya was here, people's devotion was stolen. That was the preaching to Murari. Lord Chaitanya said, Murari, you're associated intimately with all these people, and you've lost your jewel of devotion because of the intimate with people who don't have faith in the holy name, and you lost it by being intimate with those persons and not preaching to them. See, it could be preaching as simple as going out on Sankirtan. Because hey, man,
the Lord.
Yeah, you're defending the Lord in your own heart too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and sometimes I also if I do things that are really non-devotional somehow, maybe I get intimate or I listen too much to certain people. Sometimes even people here, they're complaining too much, and then I feel it takes me a while to chant it out. See, the Lord also, you'll see, He's going to say, yeah, let's have kirtan. I talked to an atheist today. Let's kind of burn it off.
Yeah.
And it takes some time. It's a kind of So anyway, we learn all these things. That's why I love this Leela. It really teaches all these subtleties. Swarab Damodar, he would go and be around the intimate devotees and have nice kirtan, be in ecstasy, right? And then when it was over, he would disappear. He didn't want to talk about any mundane thing. That was him. Not all of us can do that. That was him. And he would go off and where's the Swarab Damodar? Nobody knew. Because he'd be off just chanting. And then the kirtan, and then the devotees would come again. He'd be right there, Sadhu Sangha. And then he'd go off. I mean, he was a renunciate. I mean, I can't do that. I like to go out and move around. Devotees have different natures. But that's the essence. He didn't like to talk about mundane things. He would be like that. But then again, Bhagavan Acharya, he was the opposite. He was like a cowherd boy. He could talk mundane things to people and all that, but his bhakti was so powerful and he didn't consider it anything. And he never lost it. Devotees are kind of different. I mean, this is the thing. The devotees are very unique. This is what you get here. You can become your real self.
Yeah.
See, you notice everybody here. Now, when you get this bhakti, you don't become jealous of the other devotees. You just say, hey, man, you've got this. You've got the treasure. See, and then you just become more and more who you are, and nobody can be like you. Isn't that nice? This is becoming your real self spiritually. And this is the eternal. The people are trying to do that in the world, become their selves, right? But it never works perfectly. And it's only a bodily thing. Oh, I'm my real self. I still got a mundane emotions and mundane mentality. So that's going to go? And then you're going to come back again because you're attached in the world and you're not really your spiritual self. That's who we are. It's like one of our associates here put in a statement about, about you really can heal when you feel safe and all that, but it's still about the body. See, and I said, yeah, well, that's when you feel safe with Krishna, when you feel safe in Sadhu Sangha, now you can grow and heal. See? But otherwise, it's just a material thing. Feel safe amongst materialist people. Okay, fine. It's kind of a new agey thing, but it's inconclusive. This is it. Okay, yeah. Be safe. You come here. Feel the safety here. Feel it. Become confident in that. That comes by hearing. Faith comes in by hearing. Come and feel how the safety, experience the safety of being here. And then you'll see you will grow and heal. We're cripples simply because we don't have attachment to the spiritual potency, because we're spiritual and meant to be attached to the spiritual potency, attached to Krishna's form, transcendental form. And then we get strength and we get life and have it abundantly. We can give it to others just by opening our mouths.
Yeah, by preaching.
Yeah. Go ahead there, Lily. I thought I was ready to be quiet for a while. Chatterbox.
The Lord said to his devotees, let us perform kirtan. I feel discontent because I have spoken to atheists today. The Lord
If you want to transcend Vaidhi, this is a simple thing. Most of your association, well, all of yours, to be honest with you, it's very rare to find what we've got here, but all of your association, we'll say most of you, all of your association, unless it has these qualities here, okay, is mundane. So your gurus or your followers, you're still on that level, and therefore there's some atheism in there. And proof that you're over it is you chant the holy name in ecstasy. See, this is the degree. This is the Bhakti Shastra degree. If you can't do that, you still got some work to do. You still need to understand from those who chant the holy name with great ecstasy. You need to learn from them, like the Lord's instruction, right? Didn't the Lord say that? Learn from Srivas, and then you will attain the highest happiness. That's the happiness here. Happiness of Krishna, perfect pleasing him. There's no greater pleasure for Krishna than this. If there was, he would have manifested. You notice the same kind of pleasure is here in the devotees here that he had, that he partook in. He loved to chant the holy name in ecstasy, didn't he? That's happening here. So what's that saying? Duh. Learn some real intelligence. Come here and you'll attain the highest intelligence and the highest happiness. And we'll prove it. We'll prove the realizations are better than the best of the gurus in any of the groups. Oh, how dare you, to say that's really arrogant. Well, hey man, I'm willing to have a talk with any of them. Just one. Can't we get just one over here? Or anybody, to ask questions. I can't even find people to ask questions about bhakti. Get some interviews going here.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Interview even our disciples. You don't have to even come here. Yeah. Just interview the disciples, get their testimonies or something. We have the interviews are the best. They're questions and answer. That's how people learn. Yeah, go ahead.
So Nimai Pandita began to dance. And all his associates, they danced around him. And suddenly, stopping everything, Lord Chaitanya spoke hesitantly. Oh, my dear brothers, oh, my dear brothers, today everything I do lacks loving ecstasy, perhaps because I have spoken to atheists.
I tell you get really attached. You don't want to lose that. I mean, that's what I feel. It's just, I don't want to lose this chanting in ecstatic love.
Absolutely.
And it can go kind of get covered over by talking to atheists or, just mundane things and stuff. Too much intimacy with the material energy can cover it. And then you got to have kirtan and like the Lord, he eventually got out of it, but he wanted to teach this by example. See, he does everything by example. And so I don't know. Well, I'm not feeling the usual ecstatic devotion. What's going on here? Did I talk to an atheist, or did I offend a devotee?
Yeah, that's what he says. Maybe I have offended you.
Yeah. See.
Do I continue or not? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I'm sitting. I'm sitting here. If I pause, then go on.
Okay. So, because I have spoken to atheists, or maybe I have offended you, in which case, kindly forgive me and resuscitate my withering soul.
See, can you imagine? You're not alive. This is the Lord showing the example. There is no life without this ecstatic devotion. That's why once it awakens in us, you can't. There's no real. You see that everything else is empty. You go out there. There's just empty people. They're not alive yet. Not born. They're still in the womb. This is the birth. Is attraction to the words of devotees who are filled with this kind of life and this truth. The whole world doesn't know this. They're going after things that are mundane and material, and they think this is the life, and they got no life yet. They don't know what real life is. Do you see the importance of having to see this? You have to see people with this life. You got to hear people that have this life. That's the whole problem with it. Like in ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Smriti, there's not enough of this life being preached where people see this ecstatic worship and hear the revelations that come from that. So there's no real life in that. I just went to a temple in Utah. Matter of fact, one of the devotees kind of preached against, I put my comment or something, and one of those Utah devotees, but they had no life in there, no life, and they're following the rules and ceremonies and all that. Well, there's no life. Felt like dead in the mode still. Okay, maybe goodness, and they're doing nice things, and they have their peacocks, but where's the life? And then Janaki, her friend comes over, that she gave this the Chaitanya Charitamrita 5 years ago to, and the guy still hasn't read it. And his gurus are in the Gaudiya Math and can't inspire him or aren't inspiring. They're not at the level of inspiring their devotee to read that book. Look at all my neophytes. They come here, they become attracted and become advanced in devotion and bhakti and everything. And they love reading this book. This book is so important, man, because ecstatic devotion can awaken if you become attached to Lord Chaitanya. That's the secret here. Get him attached to Lord Chaitanya, who is the most merciful avatar that's ever graced this universe. Because he gives he gives the devotion, man. Yeah.
They think it's postgraduate, it's not for them.
Yeah. It is postgraduate. And it's not for them if they don't believe this word, because they're still they believe in the past preaching. Prabhupada said this is postgraduate, and it was for them at that time. But if you listen to this word, this is from Prabhupada, authorized by him as my full approval to give this word now, the postgraduate word. My approval, doing exactly what I want you to do. Do more of that. See? And we are. And look what's happening. People are getting this devotion, showing Prabhupada was timely, that it is the time. It's not like, I'm not going to listen to you guys out there. I had a dream, a lucid dream of Prabhupada, and I'm on it, and look at the action, man. Look at the works that the Lord is doing. Look at Lalita Nanda. Could you imagine? Look at River. My God, 2 liberated souls right before my eyes. Hey, man, I'm successful already. I was already successful with this bhakti here, but I'm too greedy. I ain't good enough. I want others to get it too. And look at this, icing upon icing. Look at Janaki. Look at Dean Smith. He's inspired. Look at Govinda Das. Look at Shama Guri, Shama Sundari. Look at Freddie. Eh? Look at them all. Whoever's really inspired by this preaching to the point of tears and ecstasy and great happiness, hearing this message preached, is on the same page as liberated souls, like the Lord Himself, who's in their heart and going, whoa, man, this is great, man. Got to have more into the kingdom of God now.
The greatly blessed Advaita Acharya, who was plainly grimacing as he danced, he said, "How will you feel ecstasy? Nada has drained it all from you. Neither Srivasa Pandita nor I can achieve this Krishna Prem. However, low-class millers and gardeners are relishing the exchange of devotional love with you. Moreover, even Avadut Nityananda is a recipient of your love, but not Srivasa Pandita or me. We have been downgraded and made non-eligible for your love, but this Avadut has come from nowhere and become the in charge of the of the storehouse of Krishna Prem. Listen to me,
Yeah,
my
you
lord.
see, yeah. See, this is the yeah. Advaita is saying the truth, man. These low class millers, low class persons are getting this bhakti, and that's because of the Lord. They became attached to the Lord, surrendered to the Lord, and they got this bhakti. Oh, here, take it. Oh, you believe in me. Oh, and then so the Lord did it through His devotees too. He says, well, these people, a lot of people weren't becoming dedicated to Lord Chaitanya, so He captured them through the devotees, the witnesses. Just do like you do. You go and you stand up. Yeah, this path is working, man. Oh, I'm getting so much from this. See, so people come in line. They come in the real line. Yeah. So it's a revival time. See, low class people, they can be low class. They could be drunks and everything. They come here, you become a decent person. You won't be perfect. You won't be coming here. Look at me. Big false ego. I'm perfect in all the rules, and I've regulated. I've got all this knowledge, and you're just a peon. And I get my juice from being like important and adored and acknowledged and all. No, you be different, man. You come here, you believe in this word. That's all it takes is you come, you listen long enough and see this is more logical. I don't want any blind believers here. Don't blindly believe in what I'm saying. You just come here and observe and look and analyze and become convinced that this is real and this is better than anything you've seen in this world. Any preaching from any of these sanghas, every single one where ecstatic devotion is not being given, this preaching, you got to see it that it is better, so that you have complete no faith in that. Simply because ecstatic devotion is not being given, therefore why should you have faith in a path that doesn't deliver the highest benefit when that highest benefit is here? I've got people like that who analyze clearly like that. I have no doubt which will have faith comes by hearing in the right place. Look at you guys, man, becoming stalwarts. Convinced. You could see, you look out there in this where's the ecstatic love? Or you even look at some of the devotees having a little trouble. They fall down. Oh, Prabhupada is, the ones that kind of fall down a little bit here. And they say, well, Prabhupada, he's the only Acharya. See, and they glorify that. And then River comes up and says, well, what about Gaur Haridas? Talk about a thorn in the side. She's great. That's her thing. She's got a gift for that. Being a thorn in the side of illusionists. And the guy was silent. because they couldn't speak properly. See?
Where was that?
It was on a thread. But anyway, it's good. The devotee's going, he even admitted he's going purification. It's good. She helped a little bit. Helps with the purification. It's true. Truth will set you free, man. People need to hear it. Confronted with it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta, you can't see that's what people have done that have left here. They say, yeah, all glories to Prabhupada and everything. But they don't say, they don't even ask, is a current acharya here to help things along? Is an impact? It's just like what they always do this, man. If you learn, people learn from if you have left here, learn from this. It's always done. You're just in an obstacle. And let me help you out a little bit. I'll point it out. They did this with Jesus. Oh no, it's the current acharya is Moses, man. Stone, eye for an eye, stone for a stone. No new preaching. No progressive. No, that's it. Who are you, Jesus? He didn't have faith. And the fishermen had faith. What happened? They got the Holy Spirit. Okay? They did the same thing with Bhaktisiddhanta. No, Bhaktisiddhanta is the only Prabhupada. Oh, how dare you take the name Prabhupada? You're not like our Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. What? Same Krishna was working through Bhaktisiddhanta as Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada also. Same, did the same kind of, and potency, did amazing miracles, amazing things, like getting this going, getting people to worship Krishna.
Yeah.
So the question is, did you want to say something there, Lolita?
Yeah, I want to say Krishna always keeps on having new revelations. Of course, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have to see, where is the special mercy now? I mean, otherwise you're going to stay with the old program of Vaidhi and rules, regulations. Now, if you just do that and you don't glorify what we're doing, this is empowered, man. This is empowered by the mercy of the Parampara to go forward. Yeah, we're proving it. You are the witnesses. Just like the Vaidhi witnesses were those who came from the world to worship Krishna when Prabhupada was here. And even that's how the God brothers became a little impressed. Oh, wow, he's doing amazing things. See? And so it's the same thing. You got to see, where is the spiritual potency at work? Otherwise, you didn't really recognize it with Bhaktisiddhanta or Moses, because you got to see, where is it enforced now, right now? If it's here, if it's being manifested, and it is, there's the progression. There's the real will of God now, according to the time, place, and circumstance. And you see, this is so needed. The devotees are getting barreled over by the liars and the cheaters in the world now. It's not strong enough. They can't see. You can't see beyond even your gurus having attained Vrindavan. This is why we get Vrindavan protection, is we see the Putanas, we see the Agasuras, we see the whirlwind demons of speculation. See? Therefore, but they don't see. They don't see the Putanas in the Faucis and the Bill Gates and the hypocrisy. They don't see it because they don't see it in their gurus. See, we pointed out all the way into the religious sector, an 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Abandon all varieties of religion and religious leaders if they're full of speculations and they haven't attained Vrindavan. Come to the truth, the scientific process of Krishna consciousness, God consciousness, transcendence. The science of it is here. The art of it. It's a very artistic, it's a nice dance. Purification, but always coming to listen. Never stopped. Krishna always helps me. Yeah. Yeah, that's sincerity there, Shamaguri. Shows your sincerity. Of course, people are going to have problems sometimes. It's this is churning here. Stuff comes up. You identify with it. You can't all you can do is pray, Lord, get me through this, right? Just get me through this. I don't know. There's something going on. I don't know. It's just not working out. When you're through it, how do you know? Your Bhagavad Gita verse. The threefold miseries are not bothering you so much. People aren't giving you a hard time. If you're still, oh, they don't like me and they don't love me, okay, you're going through purification. When you're through it, doesn't matter. Hey, man, you got your prize. Krishna and Radha is the prize, right? You got your prize. Doesn't matter if people don't love you. They don't love you. You're not like, I want to do all these men. Oh, they don't understand me. Of course not. You got love of God. You're the verse now. You're the verse. Not even the greatest scholars can understand in somebody that love of God is manifest. So yeah, you're the verse. You understand it. You're it. And if anybody wants to learn about what it really is, they got to come to you to find out what it really is. And that it is Radha and Krishna, what they really are. Yeah, exactly. Samaguri did it. River did it. Lalita Ganga do it. Everybody does it. You're the path, man. You're showing people how it works. Yeah. Already 3.5 hours. Huh? You know what? I think we're going to have to stop because I have to move today. So I got to pack a little bit. I don't have Jonik here packing me up. So I got to pack myself for myself. I got to do all these things. But it's okay. It's not bad. I have
in the same bags.
Yeah. And I cook every day for myself. I don't like to eat out. I don't know. I just don't like it. Man. Plus, you stay healthier. You cook for yourself when you're in these foreign countries. Even in India, cook for yourself. You stay always healthier.
Okay, thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Hey, Balaram, thank you there, Balaram, for coming. Hey, did you like the class today? It's good. How do you like being in Belgium over there?
Yeah, it's really nice because Lalita's here. Otherwise, but secondary, we got a wonderful place by Jagannath Puri. This is Ostend Puri. So
yeah. You got the beach out there. Yeah. Oh, look at that right there on the beach. What a great house Krishna gave Lalita, huh? Isn't that amazing?
He's taking very good care of it.
Yeah, and a nice house in Turkey also.
Yeah.
Is the damn thing finished yet?
Yeah.
More or less. Yeah, just one more thing. One more thing. One little finishing touch.
Just cleaning.
Just cleaning now. Oh, great! That's awesome.
Yeah. So this summer, come on.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, as long as there's no things to go over there, I ain't gonna do that.
But it seems like they're putting down the restrictions.
Yeah. If people just hold out, yes, it may be Krishna will show that there's a bunch of bullshit going on, because there's this plan, the demons, they want to depopulate, and they're doing it in various ways. And in the hospitals too, they're really working in they're really, if you go in the hospital and you go for the COVID thing, they have ways of, they give you this, what is it called? Not ivermectin, it's something else. Something that shuts down your kidneys. And as soon as then they put the tube down your thing and then you're finished. They have a procedure in there.
So they just choose you. That's a
high.
Okay.
If you go in there without awareness and understanding what they're doing. So they give you the thing that shuts down your kidneys now, and then you're pretty much finished.
You're in Vrindavan.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll see you guys a little bit later, huh?
Hare Krishna. See you all
Hare
soon.
Krishna. Hey, Tom. Welcome. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Guru Maharaj. Goodbye, everybody.